my tip for an inclusive Ramadan this year is for the benefit of employers. Whilst Ramadan Kareem and Mubarak posts are wonderful, your Muslim employees would much prefer properly inclusive policies. When it comes to diversity, equity and inclusion, it's important to remember to involve your Muslim employees in the conversation. Find out what they need for Ramadan.
Ramadan Kareem. My hope in terms of diversity, equality and inclusion is that Ramadan is institutionally embedded as part of the workplace calendar. There needs to be some serious thought and actions around how Muslim staff, customers or communities may need some extra support and have barriers removed. Muslims who will be visibly practicing their faith over the month of Ramadan will need to be protected from hate crime and institutional discrimination.
Ramadan Kareem. This is Kevin Yusuf Coleman from BBC Studios. My top tip is to ask your colleagues what Ramadan means to them. That way you can be an active ally and an active listener.
Assalamu alaikum and a very happy Ramazan Mubarak to all of you. My inclusion tip would be around how you can participate and how you can have fun in this holy month and this blessed month. Just because this is a month for Muslims doesn't mean that you can't have fun. What you can do is you can look out for interfaith iftars. There are many interfaith iftars being organized all over UK. Find one and see if you can attend one. You could also host an iftar party at your work. You could also prepare Ramadan baskets with non-perishable items, and you can distribute these baskets to mosques, hospitals and to needy people. I hope you have a blessed and very enjoyable and fulfilling month. Ramadan Kareem.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak everyone. Ramadan is a special time for Muslims, and whilst most Muslim employees will carry on their usual business as they do throughout the year, even during Ramadan, what I would say to employers in terms of inclusion is have that dialogue throughout this month with your employees. See if they need any adjustments, see if there are any flexible arrangements that need to be put in place. Ensure that they're taking regular breaks, even though they might not be taking lunch break during this month. They might be taking a prayer break, and just simply having, if you're putting in evening meetings, checking with employees before doing that. I think just having that dialogue makes Muslim employees feel appreciated, valued, and shows that you have their well-being and best interest at heart.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and Ramadan Mubarak to you all. My one inclusion tip for you this Ramadan is to remember that one size does not fit all. Please make sure that you are using the resources and guides to educate yourself on Ramadan, but in addition to that, make sure that you are speaking to your employees and asking them, how can I best support you? And in addition to that, I would like to say, please make sure that your inclusion efforts do not just stop at the end of Ramadan. Please make sure that you are creating a safe and inclusive work environment, not just for your Muslim colleagues, but for all your employees throughout the whole year.
My top tips for supporting your colleagues through Ramadan this year would be, firstly, ask questions. There is never a silly question. The more questions you ask, the more you'll find out, and the more accepted and understood your colleagues will feel. Secondly, I'd suggest joining them for iftar. So instead of having a team meeting down the pub like you might do normally, why not join them for opening their fast together? Again, that would be a fantastic way to show group cohesion and get a little bit more insight into what Ramadan is all about.
Ramadan Mubarak! Congratulations on the start of Ramadan to all those who celebrate. And one Ramadan inclusion tip that I would love to leave you all with is that, as is possible, try and help your Muslim colleagues move any projects or presentations that involve talking for a long time because they're not able to drink. And so it can be very difficult during the month of Ramadan if we are having to present for an hour, 2 hours or so, whether to clients or internally at your work. So that is something that I highly encourage, if at all possible, which sometimes it is not possible, but as is possible, try and help your Muslim colleagues not have to speak for long periods of times because they can't drink anything.